transparency. We want to have the choice in order to send our children back to school. And
that was Chris and Gina Crilly talking yesterday with WKBN about Lowellville deciding to go with remote learning only for the first 9 weeks of school. Today, the Crillys heard from the school board's lawyer demanding they stop what he called false and defamatory statements and threatened to file a lawsuit if they didn't.
First News anchor Stan Boney joins us now live from the newsroom with what the Crillys say is an effort to silence them.
Well, the letter was addressed to Chris and Gina Crilly and was sent by Thomas Holmes of Solon, legal counsel for the Lowellville School District. It was 2 paragraphs, 4 sentences, with a regarding to line stating simply, cease and desist. Now, Holmes wrote that, quote, both of you recently made false and defamatory statements about the district and its employees. Both of you are hereby directed to immediately cease and desist from making any further false and or defamatory statements. Failure to do so will result in the district filing a civil lawsuit against both of you for defamation, among other causes of action. Yesterday, I showed you an interview with the Crillys in which they were critical of the Lowellville School Board's decision to eliminate the option of in-person learning and go with remote only for the first 9 weeks. The Crillys said the decision was made on Monday without the community's input. This was part of yesterday's interview.
They have been. And that makes us wonder, and others in the community, what's really going on and what are the real issues here. And just from the outside view looking in and speaking to multiple school board members and the superintendent, I don't believe the board or the superintendent was prepared to put a plan in place.
Now, in an email response to questions from me today, Attorney Holmes agreed that the Crillys have a First Amendment right to criticize the board and its members, but he said they do not have the right to make false and defamatory statements. Now, among the defamatory statements the attorney claims they made were that the board violated the Open Meetings Act, that the board did not receive any input from anyone, and that the board and administration were not transparent in their decisions. Also, that the teachers are holding the board and the administration hostage. And we have some other new information for you tonight. During a meeting last night of the Springfield School, Superintendent Tom Yazback said he was told by Lowellville Superintendent Dr. Eugene Thomas that Lowellville decided to go remote because it didn't have the staff to cover the classrooms, that 25% of the teachers were looking to get medical documentation not to come back. Now, late this afternoon, the Crillys issued a statement of their own that read in part, the cease and desist letter came as a shock to us. It is disappointing our First Amendment rights are trying to be silenced, especially when the claims by the district's attorney are false. Live in the newsroom, Stan Boney, WKBN 27 First News.